Welcome back to Black Fashion History, where we talk about the Black designers who shaped the industry because oftentimes their names are left out of history. Their contributions are significant and they deserve all the flowers. Today we're talking about Patrick Kelly, a designer who embodied joy and centered his work around love. He once said, "I want my clothes to make you smile," and trust me, they did. His runway show started with a prayer, followed by him spray painting the heart on stage, ended with a joyful celebration. Now that is a designer who led with love. But beyond the joy, Patrick Kelly made history. In 1988, he became the first American and first Black designer to be admitted to the Chambre Syndicale des Prêt-à-Porter, which is the prestigious government body of French ready-to-wear. So let's take it back to the beginning. Kelly was born in Vicksburg, Mississippi in 1954, and his love for fashion started young. His grandmother Ethel introduced him to Vogue and Harper's Bazaar, but when he was 6 years old, Patrick noticed there were no Black women in the magazines. He said, "I'll design clothes for all women," and he did. His grandmother's influence ran deep. She had an amazing sense of style, and when Patrick would lose buttons on his shirt, she would actually redesign the shirts and use mixed matched buttons from her sewing basket, and that stuck with him, and buttons became one of his signature design elements. Now let's talk about his journey. Patrick designed clothes for his friends in high school, styled pageants while at Jackson State University, and later moved to Atlanta in 1964, working in the Yves Saint Laurent boutique while running his own vintage store. He then moved to New York to attend Parsons School of Design, but the lack of support really got to him, so he eventually moved to Paris, and that is where everything changed. In Paris, he designed costumes for the legendary nightclub Le Palais. His big break was in the 1985 Elle magazine Future, followed by a major investment in his brand by Warner Co. in 1987. Now let's talk about his designs. His clothes were bold, playful, and unmistakably his. Think bright colors, oversized bows, hearts, pearls, and of course, buttons. His jersey net dresses, often covered in those signature buttons, were both avant-garde and deeply personal. But Patrick also made a statement. His work pushed boundaries, confronting racism head-on. After producing 10 collections, Patrick Kelly tragically passed away in 1990 at just 35 years old. But in this short time, he made an unforgettable impact. He was a trailblazer from Mississippi who led with love, creativity, and pure joy, and should be remembered as such. So now I want to hear from you. What do you think of Patrick Kelly's designs? Have you ever seen his work before? Let's talk about it in the comments.